Hey guys, how's it going? It's Leon here. Just finishing up working for the day. But I want to have this vlog or this quick moment with you to tell you a little bit about my start, my journey, how I'm doing. I guess I'm just going to try to do at least a weekly vlog of how everything goes. I just want to be honest with you guys and how the Executive Millennial Consulting Group started, the Executive Millennial Project, all that stuff. And we'll see how this goes right across the street. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of yelling, screaming at yourself for the mistakes that you know you've made and you knew better. Some days you just feel lazy. It's really not fun. You just got to push yourself through. Do you want to outlast your old self to get to your new self, or do you just want to be the same guy over and over again? It's really up to you to make that decision. So, yeah. Let you guys know, I was trained to be a leadership coach and speaker for a long time, about 6-7 months, and I realized my purpose was not in doing what I'm doing, what I'm good at. My strength is managing projects. Like forensic project management, if that was a field, dude, I'd probably, you know what, I might make it a field, but forensic project management is what I do. I fix stuff. I'm a cleaner. Come through, see what the problem is, make a decision, and move on and fix it. So it's kind of tough sometimes when people just, I don't know. Let's not talk about other people, let's talk about myself. So about a year ago, oil and gas downturn, everything's going on. I was laid off. It sucks. I was laid off. And I was cool. I was cool for a minute because I was like, let me just I've always traveled, I've always had a lot of time. And I took some time, I took about a month off to realize and find out what I really want to do in life. And man, I'm on a weight loss journey as well, guys. And there's Popeyes, and it smells extremely good. But I can't perpetuate the stereotype, right? So, moving on. It's just been difficult. It's been a tough thing. So I figured I was going to just do straight coaching and do all this other stuff. And then I realized, I love talking to kids and I love doing stuff, but that's not what really excites me. The spirit of business, negotiations, biz dev is what really excites me. And there's no way to really get into the nitty gritty of it without you actually developing and building your own business. So that's what I decided to do. And so at first we started off as Awaken Leaders, and then we started off and went to, we're doing some coaching here and there, doing digital coaching. I still do it a little bit. Have some digital clients for coaching. It's cool. It's not my preferred method of doing it, but it works. But it's been an interesting journey. So I had some friends. I lost a lot of friends over the last year. They're used to me going out and pay for stuff because out of all my friends, I was getting paid the most. Out of my business ventures and other stuff like that, I was taking home over 200, almost over 200K a year. And then my main source of that income was cut. So I went to about 30. And then I went into a depression. And it sucks. People don't understand. They're like, oh, it's cool to be a founder. It's cool to have this. It's cool to have that. But yo, this shit sucks, man. It's not fucking fun. It's worth it. But some days, I'm just like, yo, this shit's for the birds. I don't want to do it. But I love it. I love it. The freedom of not going or have to answer to someone else. I mean, it's rough answering for yourself. Because, I mean, me, I'm an asshole to myself. Because we got shit to do. We don't have time to play, dream or drift. We got hard work to do and heavy loads to lift. But it's just an amazing journey so far, this first year. But I'm gonna start today. I think it's the 31st of July, just turned 35. And so we're gonna capture at least the next whole year of my life and how things go, how things perpetuate. And I'm kind of nervous and kind of scared because I gotta show you guys everything. So many people are used to just showing you your highlights on social media, showing you this, that, and the third. Only what they want to show you. They're not really trying to tell you the truth. Like, all your friends are like, oh, I have a business, I have this, I have this. There's a difference between being a business owner, being an entrepreneur. Because, I mean, so many people treat their businesses like a hobby. Once I knew once my ships were burned for me, I realized at that moment in time in life, I don't have a choice. I have to be successful. I have to kick ass. I have to do all this stuff for myself. And it's not really fun. It's not really fun. Like, a little bit more about my history. I was always gone. I went to United States Military Academy, went to West Point, graduated in 2003. Wasn't the most popular guy there, always kind of felt like I didn't fit, but I got through without getting in trouble, didn't serve any punishment tours, stuff like that. So everybody thought I was cool. And so in 2004, when I got to Fort Bragg after Field Artillery Officer Basic course, it was just a rough time. I had a rough time at Fort Bragg. I was supposed to go to Ranger School. I tore my groin muscle. Then I was showing up on a bad groin to an airborne unit. It sucks, man. People looking at me like, why the F did you even show up? You're not healthy. But I thank you. I'm really thankful that I had the right support structure when I got there. And they took care of me. So, taking care of me, it was definitely, they shielded me from a lot of crap until I got to a point where I could stand on my own. And that's what a good team does for you. My soldiers knew I cared about them and I'd give my life for them in a whim. Some dudes ratted their people out all the time. And we're still not friends to this day. Even though we're cool, even though we were classmates, I saw some stuff where they would rat out their troops and their soldiers while their soldiers were taking care of them. They were never that cleaner. They were just that person who was like, if it goes well, I take all the credit. If it goes bad, I'm pointing the finger at everyone else. That shit ain't leadership material. It's called being a bitch. And so those people are still tied to a system where it allows them to do that. And I don't fault them for it. There's always C and D players there wherever you go. And to be honest with you, I was a B and C student at West Point. I excelled at physical stuff. Military, I was an average student, man. But what I was good at is putting myself in the right position. What I learned from others is put myself in the right position to excel. Always find a way, make a way. And so in my deployments, it was shit. And this is when I knew I didn't belong in the military anymore, is when I could look somebody dead in their face and do everything right. And because I wouldn't lie for someone to get a badge on their chest, that person made it extremely difficult for me to survive in that atmosphere. I had a chance in a reprieve, which I'm very, very thankful for, and I was killing it. Had a blast. But God willing, some things you just have to let go. And I know that it was my time to move on. So once I left the Army, I came here to Houston, Texas. And I was having a blast. People were trying to take advantage of me. This is when I started learning a lot more, and I started seeing the art of war actually being practiced. The prints, I saw a lot of different things going on. I started learning a lot more about mindset from my first business venture, which was with Quickstar, or now I think it's called Amway Global. And I built a team with a friend of mine, and we crushed it. But we wanted to play by our own rules. And when you have organizations or network marketing or multi-level marketing structures, you can't play by your own rules to a point because you're licensed to operate within their rules. So I guess that guy was loud, but with everything else going on, it's completely cool. So I really just like to walk back and forth to where I normally work. I can work out the house, but I really like Starbucks. So I choose to work out at Starbucks a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much the beginning. I came here. The companies are like, well, because you were in a certain position, we'll cut you a severance check. Have fun. I didn't really have fun. I really did want another job. And then I realized everything I wrote on my vision board was actually coming to fruition. And that meant becoming unemployable. I wrote on my vision board, I want to be unemployable. I mean, I don't want to be, like, I want to have a business and I want to have a life where people want me to work for them. And the way things work out is just I won't work for them. So I'm actually crossing the street. Yeah, I like to jaywalk, I don't care. But it's just one of those things. Like, I realized the car that I had was starting to come to fruition from earlier books, earlier vision boards, things I've talked about with myself hundreds and hundreds of times. So with all that being said, it was just what you really put out there, you do get it if you stick to it. So I said by the time I was 33, I wanted to have enough income to be making more than $150K a year. I did that. And I got lazy. I let people change me or try to change me. I'm always a proponent of professional growth and doing what you need to do to become a better person, the best version of you. But don't ever let people change you or say you're wrong, or never say you're good enough. And I learned a lot of lessons in this other position. I learned what honor, a lot of the traits that so many people in these corporate structures really say they want you to have, they don't have themselves. I noticed who's really a cleaner or closer, people you can't trust, they're backbiting, they'll lie to your face. I mean, but that's expected, right? That's expected. So that's what encouraged me to, when I came to John Maxwell, certified coach and speaker and trainer, is to really impart the wisdom that I've learned from the mistakes that I've made, the successes that I've had, and to make sure that everyone that is under the sound of my voice becomes the best version of themselves, and mainly millennials, because that's me. I'm an older one, but fuck it. We're all in this boat together. I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys living blessed. I want to see you guys doing so many things. It's like I was able to actually have a life where I lived in Nicaragua for 3 months. Company didn't know it. I worked remote. Now I'm looking around, have my friends. They're part of they launched for my Wonder Year. They're spending a whole year around like working remote. It's awesome. I'm extremely ecstatic about it. I'm happy for them. Sorry about the sun, guys, but I'm not done. But Maybe I can block it out a little bit. I hate this part. But what's really important is that I'm here with you guys. We're joining each other on a journey to become the best versions of ourselves. And I really am thankful and honored that you guys are choosing to watch this video. My goal is in part the wins, the victories, some of the losses, and be honest with you guys about this journey of entrepreneurship. I've been flipping houses before. I've done a lot of different things, but I just want to be honest with you guys and tell you the truth. So here we go to a great new start. Let's get it. Executive Millennial Project.